I call the honourable member for Batman.
Yeah, you'll take it all from this time round, though.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Assistant Minister for Defence. Can the Assistant Minister confirm that at the same time the government is proposing to cut the real wages of Australian Defence Force personnel, his department employs over 200 spin doctors and spends almost $300,000 on media training?
I call the Honourable the Assistant Minister for Defence. There will be silence on my left and on my right.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and we thank the member for Batman for his question. Let me say under this government there are a whole lot less spin doctors employed in the Department of Defence than there were previously. There are a whole lot less media people employed in the Department of Defence now than there were previously. There are a whole lot less people spinning numbers, spinning facts and spinning events. Now, you want to speak wrong. The member for Batman wants to speak about events and spin doctors. Let's cast our mind back to the fabled 2013 Defence White Paper. A white paper now in infamy. A white paper where fighter jets were flown in, when military aircraft were flown in, all to set a backdrop for Prime Minister Gillard and Defence Minister Smith, so they would look good as they ripped $16 billion out of defence. Not content to take the money out, Labor spent $200,000 plus on a spin campaign of fighter jets, personnel and aircraft so Labor could look good on the issue. And the member for Batman comes in and lectures us. Well, let this government make it very clear we won't be lectured by Labor, not now, not never, when it comes to defence and defence cuts. You remember that line, do you? Well, let's give that line some substance on something that really matters. Labor Party, do not walk in here and lecture this side about defence funding. Don't walk in and lecture about the cost of defence and what we put in it. Don't do it, because it just won't stack up in terms of the money the Labor Party has provided and what this side has provided. Every single man and woman of the government can stand up and back the three-fold part envelope that we took to the election. Everyone can stand up on that threefold envelope. Everyone can support no cuts to defence, every savings reinvested and budget back to 2% of GDP, something that the Labor Party could never, ever deliver. So I say to the member for Batman, there is a whole lot less spinning on this side and a whole lot more honesty. We would love to provide more for our fighting men and women, but when the Labor Party has left the cupboard bare and when there is nothing in our hands to give because of what Labor's taken away, we are honest and upfront about it.